We're going to now hear, because Yao can't show her face for very understandable reasons about the because of the situation in Afghanistan, but Yao Bano is the WDI country contact for Afghanistan and is going to talk to us about the situation of women in Afghanistan. And thank you so much for being the WDI country contact and also for taking time to share what's happening, give us an update. Okay, so over to you, Yao.
Today I'm here to have an update report about Afghanistan women, which that is the graveyard of dream for Afghan women. And before starting to present the report, I would like to say a little about myself. This is Yal. I am an engineer and woman activist from Afghanistan country, which in Afghanistan to be woman is crime. So before Taliban took over, when I had the opportunity, despite of all problem, because I was, even before Taliban took over, women had not all right. So despite of all problems, I had the opportunity. I went to school, I went to university, I had job, I had freedom, and I just used the opportunity, and life was nice for me despite of all problems because I was woman. But then when the Taliban took control of Afghanistan on August 2021, life changed for me, and I was very sad. I had very depression and I cried a lot, and that was not easy at all. So when I had hard time, then I thought with myself, okay, the more percentage of Afghans, especially women, are not educated because the culture, the situation, because that time was not Taliban, but family, the father, the brother, they don't permit their daughters to go to school. So more women are not educated, and situation is hard. You are just here to think about yourself. You say, I'm sad, I lost my hope, I lost my achievement. This is not solution. So that was why I just said to myself, don't cry anymore, just be strong and be with women that they need you, be with Afghan woman in this hard time. That is why I just the source that I had that time, because I was inside Afghanistan that time. I had no right to go outside because of Taliban restriction. I had only my computer and I had internet. This was the only two source. So I started to find woman organization, and based on situation, everything was very complicated and no trust at all. So I searched and researched for more than 2 months. I just was doing the research to see, and why I did the research. There was two reasons. The first reason was to find a way, a path to say to the world, to the woman in the world, to the people in the world, what is really going on us, what is our situation, what is our pain. And second reason, to be with women, to the woman in Afghanistan don't say that we are alone, we don't have anyone. So that was why I just continued my research, and finally after a month, 2 months, I just finally I found contact with WDI, and today we have WDI Afghanistan. And I'm really proud and I really appreciate it. And I see WDI like a path, like a way between Afghan women and world women, and we can share the wise, the pain, and the situation of Afghanistan women. What is really going on with WDI path to the world, just to know what is life for us and how we all going, how is our life going on in Afghanistan, which I really appreciated. So just if you all think for just for some second, for 5 seconds, you all think, okay, one day before Taliban took over in Afghanistan, all women had access to education. If that was a school, if that was offline, that was online, that was university, all kind of education. Women had access to go to work. A woman had access to go outside, go to park, go to gym. They had the right to talk with each other in outside. They were in media, they were in parliament, they were part of society. We had ministry, especially for women, that they heard about women problems, solve the problems of women. We had a special place to listen about the problem. They had like a mental problem, family problem. That all looks very nice. Just in one day, after Taliban took over, the all end. This is not like, this is not looks real. We just say this is just in a story, this is just in maybe in the movie, but no, this is real. This happened real in Afghanistan. One day before Taliban, we had all rights, despite of problems, despite of the culture that was in Afghanistan on women. We just had right. But one day when the government changed and Taliban took over the control, all end, and that were all started to lose the hope. We just lost the hope. So this was the situation for us. But as I explained to you, we had the opportunity during 20 years. We all learned like women have right to education, women have right to work, women have right to freedom. So we all know. So when Taliban took control of Afghanistan, we just saw change in our life. So we said we cannot accept this situation. That was why brave women, they starting to protest on the street, and they just had one message and one question and one want, and that was to ask about their own right, if that was education or freedom of movement or work. This was all. That was the only reason that women come to street and the public and raise their voice and ask from Taliban, where's our right? We know that we have this right, but now we don't have this, and we want this right from us. Taliban had no answer for women in the street, and they had no logical answer for women. They just starting beating, arresting, killing of the women, the brave women that they had protest against them. The situation looks very dangerous. Taliban started to search every single home to see who is protesting against them, who is sharing their voice for the world, who is working and talking about them, because they are Taliban are talking and fighting just for power. But we, as a woman in Afghanistan, we just fight to have our own right, not more things. We want to have our freedom. We want to have the right of education. We want to have the right to work, and we want to respect us as a human. We want this, not all. Despite of this all dangerous situation, women not become silent or not get afraid. They just don't want to do a stop their protest against Taliban. Then when a situation get very horrible in public, for women to protest in public against Taliban, then women are starting to protest inside their home, and they use different sources, social media, this or different path, or they sang, or they just, the only goal was to just share their voices around the world to know what is going on us. And we just see this is in 3 years, more than 3 years, still no work, no education, no park, no right at all. Well, that is sad. Well, that is really sad, and a situation dangerous for women. Now I would like to talk what is now situation for women in Afghanistan. Currently, situation in Afghanistan for women is beyond this explanation. That is extremely horrible and hard. Women inside Afghanistan is completely alone. No one hear from them. In Afghanistan, there's no special organization, a special place to listen what is problem for Afghan women. They are completely alone. But again, I would like to say thank you to WDI, to WDI teams, and all women around the world with which you all are with us. I really appreciate it. If women are alone inside Afghanistan, but we don't feel that we are alone now, because women from around the world are with us, we feel very strong and powerful with that. And every day we receive a lot of message, a lot of powerful message from around the world, which that keep make us strong. And that is like very powerful feeling for us, and that tell us keep going, you all are not alone. One day these dark days will be end, and again you will have the right of right of education, work, or freedom of movement. Now I would like to talk what Afghanistan women want. The Afghanistan women want just their own right. They want to be again part of part of governments. They want to be again part of society. They want to be again as work as an engineer, as a teacher. And they want to be participate in different aspects of society. Now, women are completely erased from the society, and no one have the right to complain based on situation that is inside Afghanistan. But we, as a woman, we want our right. That is our right, and we will continue our fight, and we don't get fear. We just continue our fight, and we hope if we don't get our right in our times, maybe next generation after that, they will come and they have their right, which we just continue our fight, and we don't get fear. We will stop that time if we see we have again our right, and we see that Taliban are accepting and respecting to our right, and we will stop that time. But stop is not for us. We just continue to fight and to ask and to finally to see our goal, which that is to have our right. So as I explained, this is also not easy if we ask about our own right inside Afghanistan, because as I explained, that is extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous, not for the women that they ask, even for their relatives, for their brothers, for their fathers. I want to say you that more males, the men are also with women. They are with women, but they don't have anything to fight with Taliban to destroy them. Because if I say like during the first time when Taliban came to Afghanistan and took the control of Afghanistan during 1996 to 2001, that time Taliban had come and took control of Afghanistan, and they had the all control and the all cruel on women, and women had no right. And then they new other government came. But now when Taliban came to Afghanistan, they have like the all government that was result of 20 years. They have now more sources from the government. They have everything. They can do everything. If like a main brother or father of a family, they allow their sound that we are with our daughters, with our sister. We want the right for our daughters, for our sister. The Taliban just kill a person. That's easy for them. And I know very story. I have very story that woman said to me that Taliban killed that person, and they said, if you share this story with media or others, we will kill another members of your family or your relatives. And that is why the men cannot share very clear to the media with their face to say we want our right for our daughters. That is because that is so much dangerous, and on other side, this is very easy for Taliban to kill and destroy the people that they work against them. For example, like in our group, when I had the idea to how to fight for our right, how to ask about our right, when I shared my idea with my friends, that was both men and women, they all became very angry. And I really appreciate one of my friend. I cannot share the complete name. I just said the first name. His name is Mirais. He stand up from the first till now, and he is doing great, and he support our right, and he is fighting with different ways to just to be with us, to support us, but he cannot share his face. He cannot even share his real name, or he just working in hide, and we cannot say to anyone that he is part of us, because the life for him is so dangerous, and if Taliban know, just Taliban will kill him, and which that is, we don't want this. We don't want to lose someone which they support us. That is the all dangerous situation. When I was in Afghanistan, I also received a lot of warning, threats, and everything. That was why I finally decided to flee from my countries, and I fled at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. from my country. So I came to new country. Now I live in new country. Life is not easy in new country. Everything is different from your culture, from people, from language, and everything. I have a lot of problems and try to be okay with that. But in here, even I'm in here, I'm not silent. I'm not silent. I still continue more and more and more than Afghanistan, because if I stop to help to raise my voice for Afghan women, I just blame myself. And I will say, okay, you just fled from Afghanistan, and you, a woman, are now alone inside Afghanistan. That is why I'm doing more and more and more for women, just to women don't feel that you're alone. That is why we have like a program that is Beautiful Afghanistan program. In Beautiful Afghanistan program, we help Afghan students with their studies. We have teachers, we have students. I cannot share the more information because of security reasons. In the Beautiful Afghanistan, we have classes for students. We have teachers that they are inside Afghanistan, they helping students, very brave women. We helping families that they are in need and they don't have men to work for them because of restriction. Women cannot do work, and women, if not work, how do you continue their life? That's really hard for them. And also I share we hear we listen the story from the woman that they need to talk with them, because as I said, the woman in Afghanistan is alone, and they need someone to be with them and listen their story. So we listen from a woman inside Afghanistan. We help families in need, and also we have students that they are busy with their studies with different subjects. And we just when I and currently more than 100 students are busy with their studies, and we have 5 teachers. When I was adding the new students to the class, when they had requests for me, when I had one by one talking with them, some students said to for me that We want to study, but we have problems. We cannot, we don't have access to internet. We need internet, so we want to join. I had a request from them, and also the teachers that they are with me. They said we have degree, we have education, we have experience, but no one value us in Afghanistan. And they said, if it's possible, please, if we help students with their study, if there's way for us, if we receive some gift, some help, beside of the study, that the help that we do with students. So this was second request. One was from students, second was from teachers, that they ask for me if there's way to help them. So when I just thought with myself, I said, okay, I don't have more income like from my salary that I receive. That is not enough if I help with this all. And I don't have like more income, more like sources if help with them, or I don't have like any group to introduce them. So I just thought to create GoFund link. I created that, and I had this thought, and I said, okay, I believe that women around the world are all the time with us, all the time with us, and they help us a lot. I will share this, and women around the world will help us, and that will be great if students or teacher receive what they need. So when I share it, this is like, I would like to say again, thank you. I really appreciate it from my bottom of my heart. This is wonderful. When I share it with wonderful people and women see help with the students, and a wonderful woman share that. I would like to say, Miss Maggie, when she helped $1,000 in the GoFund, which that was very great, which that was very big, and most of our students in last month had internet, and they were very happy. I would like to say thank you to her, and thank you to every one of you that you donate and help students. I really appreciate it. For your information, I would like to say I created the GoFund link to help the students, but I am not that one to share the help with students. My trustable friend did do the second part. So when I see that my trustable friend do share the help, they just send me the picture. They send the picture of that all for me. When I see that all is fine, I just share that all pictures to GoFund. Why I created the GoFund link? There is a reason. First reason, you all can see that okay, how much people are donating, and then when I update, when I share the update, you all can see, okay, how much then a student spend it with their studies. Just I want to make sure like everything is great, and to make sure you all, every donation that you all do, as I explained, I don't know, I don't do the second part, which that is to share it that with students, with or family in need. But I'm here for every question you all have. I'm here to answer to every donation you all doing, because the main goal is to be together, to help each other, and finally to all together be strong, and to stand up with Afghan women. This is all help. So we all together work together to help students. That is why if you all have question, I am here to answer. I have very trustable friends that they are doing that.
Brilliant. Thank
And
you so
also,
much. Oh, sorry, go on.
at the end, I want to tell you, situation in Afghanistan is very complicated, very dangerous, based on this, based on the all. So if someone talking talking on behalf of Afghan women, on behalf of WTI, please please, I will share the WDI Twitter account, WDI Substack. Please follow that and read the reports from Afghanistan. I share that all in the question and answer section. Please let me know. I want to make sure that all is fine, all is safe for us. And thank you so much for your listening, for your time. I really appreciate you are all stand up. Woman, life, freedom. Thank you.